Okay. Does anybody want to try again? Y'all hear me okay? Do I need to do anything? Hey, I'm here. How about y'all? Y'all here too? I'm this way a little bit before everybody starts coming in. Oh, goodness, I gotta get. I turn things around, don't I? Turn everything around here. Hi, Golden Delicious. How are you? Okay, so I was starting off with some Happy Mail. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Marty. Anyway, I was starting off with some Happy Mail. Okay, this one's Beth's. Okay. Oh, come back here, you. Knocking things off. I'm having craftalanches. Anybody want to have one with me? Besides my internet messing up, I'm messing up everything. Okay, let me just say that. Okay, this is from Beth. Okay, and it's got my seahorses all over the backside of it, and it's definitely going into my Happy Mail book. Oh, and see it? There's no ink on it. Is it supposed to be like that? Anyway, no ink on that, but it's a beautiful butterfly, isn't it? Okay, so I was Beth's swap partner, and I have hers in here. I've got to get able to make it to the post office, is what I got to get. And she sent me two beautiful envelopes, which are going into, and this one has a beautiful, um, mermaid on it. And this one here has crabs and all. Now, if Cheryl Johnson was here, she would love that because she likes crabs. And in the back of it has sea turtles and all. And this one has a sea turtle and has some pretty things on it and some pieces on it. And she sent me a little bit of Happy Mail. Okay. And this one says, God is our refuge and strength, and ever present help in trouble. Psalm 46:1. That's going to go in my book, in my prayer book, my prayer journal. I'm sorry, I cannot see people's names right now. Beautiful flowers for me to color. Another real pretty rose. A bird, so I can put a bird on it. That's wants everybody to put a bird on it, I'm telling you. A journaling card, another journaling card. Thanksgiving, acceptance, and love is words. Some ATC coins, and what is going to be a pocket when I'm done with it. So that will be a pocket. I'm going to put all this right here back into my. Margaret sent me some Happy Mail. Put all this back into my envelope here. I'm going to set it over here. I got to get out and get to the post office because a lot of my stuff has got to be in bigger envelopes than I've got. So, and she gave me some beautiful coloring pages, some beautiful napkins. She sent me cross napkins, a beautiful butterfly napkin. These will definitely go into my book that I've got that I'm working on. They call these egrets. Is that what they're called? Is egrets? Anyway, isn't that pretty? And another beautiful butterfly napkin. Okay. And then I'm going to cut these down. I'm going to color them and cut them down and put them in a book. And then that looks like a background stamp, but this is still going in this. And these, she sent me a chicken stamp and a little girl stamp, an eagle flying. Which way do I need to put these? Is this the right way or should I put them this way? Hi, Vanessa. It's good to see you, honey. Well, hey, Lisa. Anyway, is this the way to put them? I am going to definitely have a lot of fun. I got a man with a headache. It should be a woman with a headache because every man gives people headaches. This is the woman. She should be having the headache, but she's so pretty. And then she color them and put them in my book. And another background. Isn't that beautiful? Those are just beautiful. I love that, though. Isn't that gorgeous? Where she found a stamp that large? I have no idea. She may have made it herself. She's very talented. And that lady has multi talents, I'm telling you. Margaret has a lot of talent. I made a journal out of material, and Margaret sent me 3 different pages that I did put in my material journal. Okay, this one here is from Golden Delicious. I've been trying to get me online. Am I doing okay? Is it staying with y'all? Am I staying with y'all? I've been trying to figure out what's wrong with my internet and stuff. So great. She sent me this real pretty paper. Let me show you what's in my real pretty paper. She sent me this pretty material. I love that material. She sent me buttons. I need the round button because I'm going to make a journal out of it. But since she sent me a square button, I'm going to make a journal out of that one too. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So isn't that pretty? These buttons right here, they're just the right size to make a journal out of. Let me clip this one loose. Right here and set it to the side. Look at that. Do y'all make button journals? Does anybody else make button journals? They're just different, you know? They're really different. And she sent me a horsey and a goat. She sent me a whole farm. Since I don't live on a farm, she sent me her animals to take care of. So I will. I'll take good care of them. I promise. Then she sent me this one and a great picture right here. And I have this earring. It's in my room, so I'm not going to go get it because it'll take me too long. But I'm going to put this on a journal. And I'm going to put the earring on it. I think it's going to look so good. I got the earrings from Cindy. If y'all were in there, y'all probably remember me getting those earrings from Cindy. And that's what I told her. I said, I know what I want to do with those earrings. They ain't for sale. I'm going to take them apart and I'm going to use them. So, there it is. I'm hiding things from myself, y'all. I'm put this back in here, but I'm going to leave my buttons out because I have to have them to cut out with, to cut up with, y'all. So, all right, then this one here is from Anitra. This is what I got from her in her little sale that she had. I don't think she was planning on having a sale that night, but you know, it was just so great that some of us just wanted some of that stuff. And this is for my great grandson's birthday, and I haven't seen him, but I'm going to see him later on. I've got a couple of things, and she told me this is a love letter. It says she's sorry for being late, and look at this, y'all. I've been so excited over this. I can show you my stamps I've got ready, but I haven't been able to get out. The lady's supposed to bring me my walker so I can get out and get to my car and get in and out of it and everything without falling on my face. But look at this. Can y'all see it? It's a negative. Isn't that great? All right, then pictures of Niagara Falls. These are the falls in aren't they pretty? And I'm going to take them because they're on like 4x6 cards. And I'm going to take these falls and I'm going to even them up, of course, because some of them are smaller than others. Some of them are a little darker than others. So let me get this in the right spot. Anyway. And this is I Spy Queen, Anitra. That's where I got these. And I'm going to use this on the front of that journal that I'm making with the falls. I'm going to use that as part of the cover, which what I will do is I will make it into like a, I don't know if you've ever watched me make specimen cards, but it'll be something like a specimen card. And that's a folder that she made that I thought was really cute. And I don't know if you can see that or not. Can you see that? Anyway, it's like a passport kind of folder that you're supposed to be able to work with. All right, now, Nature wants me to put a bird on it too. Oh, trees just dropped them in the floor. Good thing I got a floor down here, ain't it? I drop everything in the floor though. Okay, now. Little girl. And these are stickers, I think. And I found the easiest way to get a sticker off, okay, is take your finger, hold the front towards you, and pull it. And it'll bend it a little bit. If this is a sticker, it should come off. All right. Yes. You just got to be careful because it'll bend the back forward too. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's separating right there. Well, come on. I had a hold to it. Me and my fingers tonight just ain't jiving. Or they jiving me one. I'm not sure which one it is. But old fingers and stickers, you know, they have a time. So, but anyway, it will come loose. I'll have to wait until my fingers are doing a little bit better. Oh, isn't that pretty? I love that. And this one is a pet sticker. Isn't she pretty? And again, you're just taking, I can tell she's a sticker too, but see? Easy to pull off of there. Once you get your fingers to working. If you get your fingers to working, you do okay. But you always pull the sticker towards you. And it's kind of like them little packets, you know, that you bend the corner and you then push it back. It kind of separates it. You can see. So I'm not going to take them all apart for y'all, okay? I'm just not doing that. But look at this. Isn't that pretty? They go together. As you can see, they stick on on something. And isn't that the prettiest thing right there? Isn't that just so pretty? But they stick on something. There's another flower sticker. Look at this. This is on the style of a coin envelope. It's a little bit long, and it's it's an old envelope. Isn't that pretty? I love that. A card. 1 minus n equals 1. A recipe card. That's going to go in my recipe book because I am working on a recipe book. If any of y'all see the recipes in my group that I have, that's why, is because I take recipes that I've had a long time ago that I'm finding again, and I'm redoing recipes. I'm redoing my recipe book. Another, look at that. Another sticker, which, like I said, you pull it forward and they come loose. Oh, look, yes. And another sticker. I think she made these, maybe. Or maybe not. I don't know. But they're so pretty, aren't they? So, all righty. Stick this over here. And I'm going to put these back in here. And I thought I had a little time. I could come and show y'all what I got. So, or, I'm sorry. I've got one more. Don't run away. Well, unless you're tired. You can run away if you want to. I won't stop you. Stick all these back in here because tonight, if I do anything, if y'all want to have time to do it, then what I will do is I'll work on the button journal. One of these. Okay. So, Cindy sent me this flower, which is going to go perfect on my jelly plate. I got this really pretty lace from Cindy. Look at that. I love that. I love the tone on tone. But this is eyelet lace over here. And this is another part of it, which is hand embroidered lace, it looks like. I don't know if y'all can see this or not. As well as the embroidery. Can y'all see that embroidery? This is like the skirt that goes under a fanciful dress, right? Didn't you get one, Goldie? Didn't you and Lloyd get one? And there's another one. I think it's beautiful. And I also got some Stampin' Up! Pads because I needed me some ink. So I got some Stampin' Up! Pads. And this is some lace I got. Isn't that pretty? This is the lace that my mom and I used to make angels out of. And when I saw it, I had to have some because I need to make another angel. And I got 2 pieces of that. And of course, a thank you card. And I got some pretty stickers. Cindy always sends me some Jerusalem stickers. And some cute stickers. And that's what I got. Now, let me get all this stuff put away over here. I got this little box I got over here that I'm using to put my stamp pads in. I didn't really need the stamp pads before I had grandkids here, or great grandkids here, but they love to stamp. So they'll be here on the 31st. And then, okay, so square or round, y'all? Yeah, yeah, I do too. Yeah. Uh, Israel. I don't know why I said Jewish Jerusalem. It's Israel, actually. Square. Okay, gotcha. All right, let's work with square then. We're gonna take this square and I'm gonna fold it. And this is kind of a hard step, you know. This is not. This is a cardstock here. All right. Let me get this stuff down from here. Let me get my cutter upper. Y'all got cutter uppers too. I know you do. I've seen you use them. Okay, so got my cutter upper. Make sure it's straight on there. My cutter upper. Okay. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to take my cutter upper. I'm going to lay it on here. I'm going to cut her up again. I'm going to make it a little bit larger than when I need it, but you know, it's okay. Because I'll cut it down. I'll cut it on down with scissors. Okay. No, that's too small. I let it slip. Anyway, my cutter upper here. Never mind. I'll just cut her upper this way. My skizners. Right, Vanessa? Skizzers. I know they're skizzers because Vanessa told me so. Okay. So I got my little bitty skizzers. All right, this is going to be my cover. Okay. And this is how you do that. It's just a little square book. In the end, this will be put, I will sew this onto here. I will sew this. It'll probably be glued on, but I will sew it. This right here, though. Whew. After it rains, it gets hot in here. I tell you what. All right, so here's this. This is just regular typing paper or computer paper or printer paper, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and pretty much. Okay, I got everything but what I need, ain't I? And so pretty much what you need to make your pages. Pretty much in a fan fold is what you're going to need. And this is just going to be a little simple thing because I know Juju will be coming on in just a little while. And I don't want to hold her up. Okay. Now, we'll take this. Okay. This right here is just a short thing, you know. I'll come here thing. Welcome back, soul sister. I have not made that bracelet yet. I really haven't. I should. I should make that bracelet. I think it was really pretty. Come on now. Any other time my fingers would work. These days ain't nothing working. When it comes to moving around and stuff like that. Okay. And I've got it cut like that, where it's got this many pages. Okay, but what I want to do is I want to cut every other one. Okay. And that just gives you 4 pages, but you can put as many in it as you want to. Here's your thing right here. And there's the button book. And you can put as many pages in there as you want to. I'll be putting more. But what I want to do is be able to see well enough to thread my needle, because you actually sew in uh, the pages, the signatures, and you can put 1 or 2 in there, and you've got a little pocketbook that you can take with you. But unfortunately, I can't see well enough right now to thread my needle. I am looking for me a needle threader that I can use, that I can see to thread with. I saw one. I've got that Stitch Witch thing that Beth and Becky showed. I've got that. I can't see well enough to get the right hole to get it to do right. So I just wasted my time on it. But I keep trying, So it's not a waste of time if you keep trying, right? So anyway, you can take this little piece here, whack it on off, because I'll even all this back out later. You can put your button on there. And you make it the size you want it. Make as many signatures you want, as long as they fit in your little fat book. And you do the round one the same way. You do the round button the same way you do the other one. You just make sure you lay your button right on this edge. Keep it to the edge. I move mine over a little bit, so I'll have a little bit of a ledge there. And now, whenever I do this, I'll show it finished when I can get my button, my needle threaded and all. I'll show it when I finish it. Okay, but you take it and you pretty much, you got this round part. Probably would have been better if I used my hole puncher, because you can use your hole puncher on it too. There it is right there. You can put this in your hole puncher. You make sure you leave this out, or push this all the way back, all the way back. Okay? No, you don't. You leave your little crack right there. Can y'all see that little crack right there? And you punch. And you've got that. And then your button right there is too big for it. It's too big for your button, but pretty much if you got this size button, that's the reason why I needed 1.5 to 2 inch button. But these big buttons here, but when I paint this and I get it all decorated up, I put this button on it, it's not going to matter that this is larger. And you do your pages in it the same way you did the other one. Okay, so you got these pages, all these pages are going to go in this little book here. Oh, cool. Vanessa, sounds good to me. I haven't even had supper yet. Okay, and you just keep on building until you get it the way you want it. You trim it out. You can round the corners on it if you want to, because your button's got rounded corners too. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. You take and what I'm going to do before I put it together, of course, is I'm going to get out my gel plate and I'm going to jelly plate these right here, these covers. This. I'm going to jelly plate it. Oh, that's quite a bit bigger, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to jelly plate it and decorate it with a scrap a day. Uh, I know y'all seen them, right? The scrap a day uh, challenge. Okay, so here's where I'm working from. You take an inchy or a twingy piece of scrap. Of course, this is not scrap, but that's okay. I'll be good now. Should have done it this way. These papers, these punches don't like to do these papers very well, do they? Okay, so we were talking about making beehives the other night. I just happen to have this one right here. And what you do is you fold these. You punch out your circles and you fold them in half. I know I'm bouncing around, right? Like you're making pages out of them. And you fold them in half and then you're going to stack them on top of each other. Of course, I made birdhouses one year. Made a honeycomb out of a birdhouse. I made an Easter egg. Yeah, it is too late to eat, so I'll probably have something to drink and take my medicine and go to bed. Anyway, and you line them up, and just as an idea, you take and you put them like this half and this half together, right? All right, you start out and you put a line of glue here and a line of glue here, and you put them together, okay? And then you put these together and you put a line of glue right through the middle and put them together. When they dry and you open them up, they become a honeycomb. And you keep building on it until you've got it as full as you want it. And when you open it up, it's going to become like a ball. And Anitra was making something out of a honeycomb that she had the other day. And I've been making these honeycombs for a long time. I like to make them. And as you can see, there's not enough to this one, but it gives you some kind of an idea. And you can make them any color you want to, of course. Or you can make them in several colors if you want to. But it's just a matter of just making them. I got my glue right here, so I'll kind of show you a little bit about it anyway. You kind of want to try to make sure they're even. I'll be glad when they get that my surgery done the 5th. They said it's supposed to work immediately. The last time it didn't work immediately. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to line these up. I want to put a line here and a line here on it. Okay. You see I got a line at the top and line at the bottom. I'm going to line these up. Come on. And I like the Bearly Arts glue because it dries a little bit slower than the Art Glitter glue, and it doesn't dry up so bad in my... All right, then I put that one next to this one, and I'll put a line right in the center of it. As you can see, it didn't dry it out right quick like it normally does on the Art Glitter glue. So I like that. And they ship during the wintertime too, which art glitter glue won't. Okay, so that's the center. Turn around. So I'm going to do this one and this one. And you just keep building it up, little at a time. And I cannot see a straight line, so if they're not straight, you just got to forgive me for that, okay? So, all right. But when you open them up, I missed one, didn't I? When you open them up, come on now. You've got that little honeycomb piece. Okay. And I got to do this. And you go back and you fix whatever you need to fix in it. When you get through, you'll take a piece, say like this, and you're going to put it on here because it's stiff to be able to have the piece that you open it with. Oh, I hate bugs. Where'd you come from? Don't know. Anyway, you put your piece on it. You're going to cut out one that's like this. Let me turn this around. It's going to be here. Then you're going to put that piece around it like it's supposed to be. When you open it up, it will be stuck to this piece so that it will honeycomb for you. My fingers, like I said, aren't working great tonight. But when you pull it around, of course, you need more pieces than I've got on it, of course. And I'll work on it some more later. But anyway, that's where you are with the honeycomb thing, is you have to remember to put here and here. When you open it up, you put one in the center. You open it up, and that's going to be there and there. And then the one in the center. So. And you can make a little ornament out of it if you want to. Something fun to do besides just look at your paper. And you glue one piece to your journal, and the other piece to the other side of the journal, and you glue it in the crease. And when you open up your journal in the center, it's going to, whatever page you put it on, it's going to open up. And if you want to do like Anitra did, make a base out of it, you can make it flat. You can make a fishbowl out of it. Put a cat up here like he's reaching down in the fishbowl. Color that, and just don't do anything to it. Just open it up one page at a time and put different kind of fish on it. I think that would be really cute, don't y'all? Just take different kinds of stamps. Like, okay, so here's one of my stamps that when I get to the post office, I got to get here's one of my sets of stamps right here. Okay, I put them on vellum. So, okay, so there's butterflies right there. Right? Or Alice in Wonderland. And you can put a different stamp on each one. A flower. You can put a different stamp on each page and make your book out of it, like this is going to be. And you just have this little book that you're going to be able to carry with you and enjoy it. And you can make a book out of it to, um, yes, come on now. You got your little book that you got going, and you can just thumb through the pages. And if you find a piece of a magazine, like Juju with her cowboys, you can put a cowboy in it. Then she can uh, put on one page, you can put a little cowboy, and on the other page, you can put best saying, save a horse, ride a cowboy. You know, you know how Beth is. She does stuff like that, right? And you just take and you make your little book out of it, and then when you're just sitting there, it's kind of a fun thing to look at too, right? It's kind of fun to look at what you've done. And thank you to Goldie, Golden Delicious, for it, for the buttons. I think I've got 2 large ones in square and 2 large round ones in round. And I think I might make books out of all of them. But I think I might just take and do this right here and just put a picture on each page, so that whenever I'm looking through my little book, it'll be something I can stick in my pocket and just think about things, or, just I can take and take a little glue stick with me and put it in a thing. And uh, I see a I see a sticker or something like that I want to put on it. Where'd I put it? Anyway, I put them somewhere, didn't I? Yes. I'll be doing my best to work on it tomorrow. Uh, if I get space enough and everything, I'll make sure I've got everything in here to work on the little books, because I'm waiting now for my next order from Cindy, because she had some uh, what do you call them, staples. I'm sorry. And I was thinking about stapling that you take, and it'd be kind of like a never-ending book, won't it? You get through, you can just turn it around and just flip, from page to page. Anyway, that was my thoughts. What are y'all's? So whenever I get this done, I've got a needle. Where'd I put my needle? Needle. Y'all want to see needle? Oops. Come back here. Okay, so needle. I have a needle. It's going to be perfect, right? It's got a big eye on it. Y'all see it? That big eye? Anyway. And when I go to poke these through, because I am going to poke them through, I'm going to run them through with this needle here. Right? When I can. And I got a pokey board somewhere. Is that a pokey board? Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. But if you do that, then the cover won't work just right on it. Where did I put the cover to this thing? I had the cover to it right here. I just know I did. Anyway, because you got to have the cover to it, right? Come here. Here I am looking for my scissors up there where they belong, and they ain't there. My scissors. I like the way Vanessa says scissors. I like that. Then whenever I do this, because you're only going to put a couple of pokes in here, right? You're only going to do a couple of pokes. Come here, needle. You're going to just line them up. And you're only going to do a couple of pokes because you're going. Okay, never mind. You're just going to poke it through. You're going to run your thread through, and you're going to come right back up the middle, and you're going to tie a little bow in the center of it. Then you're going to take your thread, whatever it is, and you're going to do your, however you want to do your button thread. Do you want to cross it, or do you want to do it like you do on, you see a lot of times on clothes or whatever? And you're going to take your, this one here, you won't be able to crisscross it, but it's at an angle anyway. So when you get that done, you're going to glue it down. And of course, you're going to cut this down, of course. But you're going to decorate this because you don't want to just it to be white. And then when you get ready for it, you got it. And you can just open it up and just put stamps in it. We did a stamp swap, okay? So if you do a stamp swap and everything, and you got them little stamps, you can just take some of these little stamps and you can just cut them out and put them right on it, right? And you got your stamp swap right there, and you got a cute book, and you're just going to town with things, you know? And you just make sure you just even it out because you don't want this running past your little button. And you're going to glue that down, but first you're going to put, I'm going to take and figure out what color thread I want. And I'm going to put this thread in here, and I'm going to tie a bow on the front of my button, I think. And then when I use the thread for inside here, I'm going to tie a bow in the center and maybe put me a knot right there and let it dangle down a little further and put me a book dangle on it, or put me a book dangle in the back of it somewhere. I haven't decided all of it yet. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'll let y'all go and go watch Anitra. And when I get all my stuff together, because most of this stuff came in today, and I just wanted to show it what I got. So let's all go watch Anitra. Anitra, is there anybody here that can put Anitra's link in? I don't know how to do it from here. I really don't. So, let me see. Let me see if I can figure out here. Okay. Now, I don't have many moderators on my channel. Just, pretty much just because I haven't really been able to get online. So, did this camera work okay for y'all? It took me a while to get on because for some reason YouTube was saying we can't start up. So, anyway, thank you so much, Beth. I appreciate that. I'll see y'all later. Have a good night.